If you look at the fascial system, the things that you could take away from it, as I would say it's alive, but I put that separately because that's an opinion. It is made by cells. Your fascial system, and we're going to go into that in a minute, is made by cells. Your fascial system is a gel around the cells in the very early embryo, and it stays unitary. So you can talk about all these different things of this ligament and that tendon, but they're not separate. They're part of a unitary system from top to toe. And it transmits and accommodates the forces, not in a way of just the tendons going from bone to bone, but a whole system of a cobweb, a three-dimensional cobweb, pulling in on a bone system that's pushing out. The skeletal system is pushing out, and the myofascial system, meaning the muscle and the fascia together, the white stuff and the red stuff, are pulling in. That yin and yang, the pulling in of the soft tissue and the pushing out of the bones, is the balance which ends up being our posture, our movement, our posture in action, the recognizable pattern of movement that we have throughout our life. So understanding our body in a different way from there is a skeletal framework. Muscles are hanging off skeletal framework. I will use supraspinatus for the first 15 degrees of abduction, then I will use the deltoid until I get to 89 degrees of abduction, then I will use the trapezius for the remaining degrees. That is a robotic idea which has gotten us a lot of knowledge over the last several hundred years, but that model is running out of its usefulness. This model is, I think, going to be more useful as we move forward to understand how the athlete, the performer, the person who's getting old, the person who has neurological problems or post-injury problems, that we can restore this kind of dynamic balance where everything is giving a little bit.